Yes, no, maybe. With my friend Sabrina.
Hey.
Hi.
And Kobe.
And Colby.
Oh, he really likes you.
Yeah. Kobe. Давай. Кобечка. О. Кобечка.
Kobichka.
Kobечka. I'm in love.
I know.
We should do tradesies. You get Lily for a week and I get Kobe.
Yeah. I'll bet you'll give him back to me and you'll like, take your dog, please.
Likewise. Kobечka. I have to say a huge thanks to Kontrast Frankfurt for helping me pick out these wonderful furnitures and accessories, like these chairs and these beautiful flowers and the vases and the table and basically everything you see here, the lamp. The art is mine, but thank you Kontrast Frankfurt for helping me and guiding me with a beautiful choice for my studio. It's a great store in Frankfurt, 4 floors, and you can find everything there from funky stuff to minimalistic stuff to everything you're looking for. So a big thanks to the Kontrast team. Mwah. So guys, I am here today with my very good friend Sabrina Setlur. We've already been on a lot of different adventures together, a lot of fun things.
True.
From the Dominican Republic Fashion Week to crazy events here in Frankfurt. So, and this is Sabrina's new dog. Well, about a year already, right?
Yeah.
This is Sabrina's big love, Kobe. And as you see, Kobe is a very fine dog.
Yeah,
Beautiful
I have
and
to
cute.
say, I didn't shop him. I adopted him.
Yeah, what is the story? He came into your life in the very perfect timing, right?
Yeah, well, actually, it was not a perfect timing. I mean, my former dog, Kenzo, whom I deeply loved and still miss, he died in June last year. And it took me so hard. It just struck me. And I was like so fed up with giving love to someone who's going to leave me anyway. So I was like, no more dogs in my life. And then a very good friend of mine called me up and said, oh, we found this little dog in Alicante.
Oh, he's Spanish.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't think so. And then she sent me a picture and I was like, oh my God, this poor little dog. So Kobe came with a container. And because there were no flights. So this poor little dog was like, I think 12 hours in the container. And and now since a year, I have Cobilito. Well, Kobe.
Well, Cobilito, yeah, because he's
Cobilito.
Spanish.
Because he's Spanish.
So, I think we chose a very interesting topic for our talk. We want to discuss self-love. Because, this podcast is about love, dating, and relationships. And we both agree that dating sucks. No. Okay, I shouldn't be that mean. Dating doesn't suck,
No, well,
but it's difficult.
You're over that.
I hated dating. To be honest with you, I hated going on first dates. Going on first dates used to creep me out. Like I would always get super nervous and like doing my hair and makeup, and then it's like, oh my god. Chances are it's gonna be shitty. 95% is going to be shitty, and then getting ready and going with expectations and then meeting the guy and blah. And I would always get nervous because I thought maybe it's not going to be shitty. Maybe it's going to be a great guy.
I don't know. I mean, I can't really remember that many dates because it wasn't like in the book, somebody picks you up with a flower bouquet, stands in front of your door. It was like, okay, you want to meet there and there, so you go there, right? Mm-hmm. So, but, and I think that this dating thing, the older you get, you don't date anymore. You just meet somebody for food, and then maybe you'll meet him another time, and then, something works out. So this classy dating thing, I never had. Yeah, it was just like, okay, get ready and get some food.
Why do you think, I don't know, Right. You're saying bouquet. I remember I was talking to my mom and my grandma. Unthinkable that the man didn't come without a bouquet, or you wouldn't go for dinner, or I remember the 100 times that I was on Tinder. Yeah, I was on Tinder many times, as you guys.
Oh,
probably...
really?
You didn't know?
No,
dude.
I was on Raya, and I was too afraid to like somebody because I was like, oh my God, this is this is embarrassing, to like somebody.
Of course.
But I mean, actually, that's the sense of Raya and Tinder.
Raya? What is that?
That's
Isn't that the celebrity Tinder?
yeah.
I heard about that. Damn, it was too late for me because I was already married.
Yeah,
I heard about this. How is that?
Okay, I was.
Oh, cool.
I mean, you like meet people like like also celebrities, and
Yeah.
you would never like them because first of all, especially if they're from Germany or something,
Yeah.
you would never like them because it's like they might think like, oh my God, that whole that old woman
old
is
hag.
liking
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Oh my God, I need to get off Raya.
Yeah. Oh,
and all the
no.
other people that are like really celebrity, you wouldn't like because it's like, okay, who the fuck are you, right?
Yeah.
So it's like for me, it was like kind of bored because I was afraid to like somebody because I thought it was embarrassing, which is actually very sad because I should have tried it, I mean, I can still try it, but
Why don't you try it? You could,
Yeah,
I would
I
try it
know.
too, but I'm married.
I know. You know what? Next time I'll
Can
come.
can I make a profile with your photo? You come over to my house and then I
Yeah,
like the
let's do
guys.
that, let's do
Oh my
that.
God, let's do
And
it.
then maybe you should like the people. I mean, you know the guys that I like.
know the guys
so
that you
maybe
like.
you should like them, and I
Let's
don't
do it,
know
let's do
about
it.
it because I sometimes I was like scrolling people and I was like, oh my God, he's hot. But then I was like, oh my God, he's 30. I mean,
So?
yeah, but
My husband is also 7 years younger than me. Did you guys know that?
no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I took a young one.
Well, that's good. But you're still young yourself, so.
Relatively.
That's okay, but
Relatively.
he's not like younger than you. I think he's way mature than you.
He's so much more mature than me. Like, I'm so immature. But girl, honestly, I think, like, you're a celebrity. You're very well known in Germany. You're very well known internationally. I think dating for celebrities is harder. Like, how do you, like, you go to a grocery store, everybody recognizes you. You go for a walk with your dog, everybody recognizes you. Like, how is it to date as a celebrity? It's difficult.
Yeah, but I guess that's the problem too because most of the time it's like people, if they know you, right? They know 90% more than you know about this person, right? So like if you meet somebody, then this person will go like, oh, and you've done this, and I saw this report on it, I saw this, and I was reading this about you. And you're like, okay, what's the sense of meeting if you know everything anyway, right? So, but, and plus you're like, okay, why is this guy meeting me, or what does he want from me? You always have that in the back of your head.
Right.
So I think that's what makes it harder. And plus, you don't want to open up to to everybody.
No way.
Yeah, and so that's a problem too. And this was a problem for me like long time ago too, just opening up because you don't know what this person wants from you, and you don't know how he's gonna take it, what he hears, and what's he gonna do with it, right? So this is the thing where you start hassling around and where you're unnatural and it doesn't flow. So it's harder I can only talk for myself, but it's harder for me to like date anyone, because it's like me always thinking, what's his intention? Instead of stop thinking about what's his intentions and letting it go. A lot of people can do that, but I can't do that. So
that makes a lot of sense. And I think in general, like, dating has become harder. I remember when I came to Germany in 2002, I used to go out to like clubs or bars, and you could just meet left, right, and center, talk to this guy, that guy, and you were going on a date. I had boyfriends like this. Okay, good, I was 20 years younger. But that's not the point. Maybe that is the point, but
Well,
no. It feels like it got harder. I don't know.
yes, I think it's a generation thing too.
Yeah.
We're old. I mean, I went out. I mean, not out, but I went out for a drink, and I was like, I don't even know these people anymore, and they're so far away from me. And I think it's just that we didn't. Okay, the last 2 years we didn't get the generation change.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the people that we met 3 years ago
Yeah.
are not the same people you meet in a bar or in a club right now.
So
Right?
if we go to like Shinaski and stuff, it's not our peeps. It's like
It's
the
like
20-year-olds.
Yes, it's the followers.
So it's okay. So we have to. It's okay
Yeah,
that we're sitting at home.
and if you really want to, and if you want to meet your generation, I don't know what my generation is. Plus, a lot of
Where
my
are they?
generations they have families, and they hang with other families and stuff like that. So I guess that's the problem too of our generation, to find people that are just like us.
Yeah.
But I think like even we too, we've changed. We're not as funky as we were before. I mean, me just thinking about staying up, over like midnight, like going to bed at 2-3 o'clock is like, what?
What?
No way.
I used to do that.
Yeah, it's like if I like party one evening, it just takes a whole week of me.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yes, it's like
For
because last time
sure.
I had like last time we had a couple of friends over and we had some wine, and the next morning I was like, please kill me, please kill me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking,
Yeah.
before I used to do those like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I know. I was there with you.
Yeah, I know. And if
I
I would do
remember.
that now, I'd probably
No.
I'd lie in coma.
Yeah.
So where's that Sabrina? Where's this person?
Remember, we used to go out like to the Weinfest and the Freskas, and then we
Yeah.
would drink, and then we would go to Shinaski, and then God knows where else, like to friends' houses, and then go home at like 4 a.m. Like I can honestly, like somehow I cannot do that anymore, and I don't know, like, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah,
But maybe
I
we
don't. It's
should.
not that. Yeah, maybe you should force yourself to do it. But,
I should force myself to go out and get drunk and party again.
well, it's not. It's not only about getting drunk, but it's like socializing. I've
that's true.
totally missed out. I'm missing out on the socializing thing. And sometimes I wake up and I don't even know how to talk to people.
Oh my
I mean, I go out with a dog and then you meet another person with a dog and you'll talk about the dog. So that's the socializing on the dog side, and then you go to a grocery store and you meet somebody at the cheese place or at the, I don't know where the vegetables are, and you talk to them, but you talk about the vegetables. So that's the grocery socializing. And other than that, you're like, you just stand there, and it's like, if a person, wants to socialize with you, you're like, okay, what the hell
What
is
am I
wrong for
gonna
me? Well, what am I going to say? What is he going to talk about?
Yeah, oh
I think
no,
it's very hard, after such a long time to socialize again. I mean, for me, it is,
Dude, that's actually a good place to meet guys at the. I always thought the grocery store was a good place. No,
trust me, no.
What about this big fancy one, like check-in in the Hanawa?
No, trust me. I mean, I go there
I mean, you could
almost
go
every day with that
You could go and
intention.
see what sausage he picks out.
No,
Big
listen.
sausages,
No,
small
no.
sausages.
Okay,
No?
listen.
Or
I
vegan?
had that idea too, and I spent so much money in those fancy grocery stores.
Me too.
Hoping to meet Mr. Right. All you meet there is stressed out dads with their kids screaming around the grocery stores, and they're like, "Okay, where can I get my next
Nobody
wine?"
needs that.
So forget that. Okay, that's so over it.
Where can we go though for our
Tinder?
friends, for our girlfriends that are dating or want to meet the right guy? Where do you think what could we advise the people? Where can they go? Maybe the gym? No, we cannot go to the. Are the gyms open?
Yeah, the gyms are open.
See, I don't know anything.
Yeah,
anymore.
but I mean,
the gyms are good.
yeah, but this is the thing. I don't feel like in shape, so I'm not gonna go to the gym.
I don't
going
feel
to-
like in shape either.
But I'm not gonna go to to a guy, walk up there and lift my weights, not feeling. This is the thing about self-love too. I mean, my self-love right now is like jogging, sweatpants, joggers. No makeup.
You look
well. Okay,
you look great today.
I got dressed for you today.
Thank you.
But that's my self-love right now. I'm wasting myself right now, but I feel good wasting myself. Because what I remember is every time I used to go out at night, it didn't really, it was artificial. It was, you put on makeup, you put on hair. It's just so
Anstrengend.
and it's so overdone too. And then you like get up 3 times a night to fix your makeup again, and it's like, okay, why'd you stop this wonderful conversation just because your lipstick, just because your powder? So I feel more natural, more free if I'm without makeup and without fancy clothes or high heels. You'll be thinking about your feet. You'll be thinking about how's my dress, and this is the new self-love that you have with yourself too, I think, in these days. Like wearing now, like when I got dressed today, I looked into the mirror and I was like, oh my God, I look so big with this sweater. Because you're not used
With
to
this,
having...
you look very chic.
No, but what I'm saying is because you're not used to it anymore.
Yeah.
Or you put on a skirt and you're like, oh my God, that was loosened a year ago. Why is this so tight? What's happening? And then you look in the mirror and you're like, what happened to my forehead?
Yeah.
What happened to my under eyes? It's like, and when you're natural, it doesn't really, you don't really see that different anymore.
Because I think we've all been eating, let's be honest, we've all been eating during this last year, because what else are you going to do?
Listen, there was a time during the lockdown where I really hated my sister. I really hated her.
She cooks for you?
No, but
Brought
it was
food?
like, in the morning, it was like breakfast. And then lunchtime, then dinner time. And there was one point where I said, Yvonne, I cannot eat anymore. I can't see food. I just can't. You know, can we just skip lunch and dinner?
Everything.
Everything. But this food thing is making me crazy. It's like you were constantly thinking about, what am I going to eat next? You know?
I know. Yeah.
It was like, oh my God.
I'm Andy's Yvonne. Because he doesn't, I eat more than him. Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy. But, and he's like, well, again, you're hungry? And I mean,
that's
just my
exactly how I
crutch.
felt too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's different. Now it's like, I'm the one who's always hungry. And I'm like, okay, what are we going to eat? And she's like, we just had breakfast. And I'm like, oh, yeah, right. You know, it's like, oh my God, hope dinner time is coming up fast.
Do like what I do with Lily. We have 2 breakfasts. The first breakfast, the light breakfast.
You're still feeding, you know,
Yeah.
so that's work too. But if you just sit there like me and you just work on your laptop from you know while sitting and you're not really moving, you know, besides going out with the dog, and you're thinking about food all the time, I'm telling you, that's devastating. That is really devastating.
But at least you have a motivator here to go out 3 times a day.
Well, you know, I mean, this is not really a nice time,
No.
you know. And as soon as it starts to rain, this one is faster at home than Speedy Gonzalez.
Can't you just hold him out the window?
Well, I'm happy. If I would do that, listen, honey, you would never see me again because I wouldn't leave the house. Never again.
I also don't like to leave the house anymore. About not liking to, I think we're entering like a different time right now. It's like it's a completely different era. I think a lot of people are feeling what we're feeling, and a lot of people, like my husband told me a few days ago, he's like, I think you've developed social anxiety, you know. And I'm like, oh my God, like I was, you know, we were always the girls out there, like, yay, hey, what's up, let's have fun, you know. But I don't feel like that anymore.
I don't feel like that. I mean, it was so nice, you know, when you started telling me about it, and I was like, oh my God, I finally met somebody who feels the same way that I do. But the thing is actually, this social anxiety or socializing anxiety is definitely what I'm going through right now.
I'm going through,
like I said before,
hugely.
I don't even know what to talk about with people. I don't know, because there's not much happening, and you know, talking about one subject that everybody's talking about is tiring, and it's very depressing, and it's like, I don't know, and sometimes I feel bad talking to people because there's nothing else I can tell them. But you know,
I get nervous for some weird reason.
Yes, I get nervous too. I start to stutter.
Yeah.
I like now.
Yeah,
you know, I'm like,
yeah, me too.
I've never done this before, but ever since this whole time change, I started stuttering.
Yeah, me
which
too.
I think is really scary.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's not a bad thing. I think many people are going through the same thing, and I think it's okay. It's good that we're talking about this now, because people will feel like, oh wow, okay, we're not strange. It's happening to these 2 girls, you know, and they're cool girls. We're cool girls.
Especially if you look
freaks.
And if you look about the life that we had before, I mean, we were out every day. We were talking. Constantly, nonstop, 24/7, and especially me. I mean, I did interviews. I'm on stage. I'm doing this on TV. I'm doing this, and now I would not feel ready to do it because I would be scared. Am I still capable of doing that? I'm not even capable of saying one straight sentence, you know, and I don't know where this comes from. I mean, because it's not like we're not meeting any people.
It's the lockdown.
You know?
I think it's because we've all been home for so long that it's just different. Feels different to go out and socialize again. I think that's...
and plus I think, like, what I've done in this lockdown was I reflected on me a lot.
Oh, that's good. This is coming now to our topic of self-love, like about this reflection.
Yeah.
What can you suggest, like, to our viewers that also have social anxiety, you know, like how do we get over this? And about the self-love and reflection, can you give us some tips? What did you do? I'm very
Well,
curious.
since I'm still in it, you know, it's so hard to.
But how do you reflect? Like, what do you like?
Well, it's not how you reflect. It's just like, okay, I can just say how it felt with me. I just had time, you know. I was at home. Everybody was at home, and people were just, they were like numb. You know, what's happening here? And for the first time in their life, it was something they couldn't control. And for me, losing control was the worst thing I could ever imagine. And there comes this thing that nobody has control of, and that just cuts your whole life. And you just sit there, and you have to spend time with yourself. There's no place that you can go out. There's no artificial thing like, you know, putting makeup on or dressing up. It's just you, yourself, and you again, you know. So then suddenly I started thinking, reflecting on me, thinking of my past. What did I do? Was it worth it? What are my feelings about, you know, stuff I did last week before the lockdown came? And I found out that so many things was so unnecessary and so time robbing. And I started thinking of what kind of person I was. And I was like, oh, I didn't like that person. I was totally artificial. I was so totally, oh, let me go there and let me meet this person, and I have to look gorgeous, and I have to put this on, I have to wear this dress, and I have to take this bag. And it's so, it doesn't, you know, nobody cares. It's so useless, you know. This is how I started to reflect on myself, thinking, oh, I didn't like the person that I was before. I was too materialistic. I was too artificial. And maybe I was also too unfriendly to people. Maybe I was, you know, too fast on life.
I never saw you unfriendly. I've seen you in many situations, and you were never unfriendly.
Not unfriendly, but it's like, you know, like
maybe not as open.
Not as open, and you know, like having your focus somewhere else instead of, I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm still in this process. Where am I? Who am I? And I think a lot of people also have the problem, where am I going to be in the next months, weeks, days? It's so scary just to think, you know, because last year I was thinking about today and it came totally different, you know? And now I'm sitting here and I'm actually afraid to think about January if you see the situation right now.
With the new variant. It's scary.
Right. So for me, it's like, I don't want to get too hard in this hole. I want to, you know, I want to be strong again, and I want to be positive in life again. But I think this whole situation made me see how little we are, and how important things are around us that we actually don't see because we're always stressed, or we always think about stuff which is not really worthy.
It humbled us.
Yes, it humbled us.
The situation humbled many people, and
yeah. But there's no advice that you can give someone. What I think is very important is, like, I reflected on myself because I had a lot of time because I was not watching Netflix and all this.
You were not? Oh God, I wish I could say this.
Maybe in between, but in the beginning, I was like, my head was too full to like watch any show or movie. So I was like, no, let me get my head straight. You know,
you decompressed.
Yeah, but I came from a big production, and I was just thrown into my house, and it was like, okay, so don't move, don't go nowhere.
Wow, yeah.
And you know, coming from like thousands of people to a room with nobody there is like, oh, okay, where am I? You know, I just have to like, yeah. You know, not seeing your parents, not seeing this, not, you know, every time you see your neighbor, you're like, oh my God, you know, you're like that. And so it was a strange situation, but it made me reflect a lot about myself. Then my dog died.
Oh,
and this was something I never felt in my life before either, this loss. And okay, everybody has another way to mourn, but for me, it was like, I didn't know how loud I could scream out my hurt, you know? So for me, it was like, okay, what is this whole thing doing with me? Why am I the way I am? Why are things happening? You start to question everything. And I guess this is how I started to affect myself, because then my dad was in the hospital and stuff like that. So things happened so fast in that year where you just had to take time and say, okay, who are you? And what are you going to do now? How are you going to start living? How are you going to live on? Those were the questions that I asked myself. But I think it's very important for people not to go under. I know it's very hard to say, but even if you don't feel like talking, try to find somebody who's close to you and tell them how you feel. Ask him, do you have like a little time to just listen to what I have to say? I think that is very important. And if you have friends, ask them if they would listen for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we both are very bold people, and for us, it's hard to ask somebody if they have time.
Very proud.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it's like, I mean, then call up your, it's hard to say, because I'm the kind, I never called up my sister. I never called my mom or my sister or a friend to say how I felt that way, but I would do it now, maybe, because if you don't have, if you don't have a feedback, you'll fall into a hole where it's very hard to get out of it again.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like things are getting easier. Although there's like people are going back out again and stuff. Do you think people like parties and events and stuff? I mean, it's still continuing with this 2G plus rule or whatever. Like, I'm not really up to date. So I mean, people are still going out. There is still a chance to meet people, or also a partner, a future partner, potential partner. So, I mean, I think it is better than it was last year, right?
Maybe. I mean, it's like for the people that want to go out, of course. Yeah, but like I said, it's like for us.
I don't want to go out.
No, me neither. But for people like us, there's a generation change, right? So the places that we went to last year are filled with people that we don't know.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I haven't realized that. Maybe that's the problem, is the generation change. I've been so MIA because of being pregnant and this and that.
Yeah, but don't stress yourself. It's the way it is. I mean, life goes on. But for me, it's like I don't really miss out this bar hopping thing. Actually, I got older bar hopping.
I mean, we've done so much
already.
Oh, God.
And just like I enjoy times at home. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy, spending time with my family or going for walks with my dog. I mean, of course, I hope there are going to be other times where I'm going to be on the road again, where I'm going to travel again and stuff like that. But this is the situation. This is the issue right now, and we cannot change it, and we cannot mourn about it. What we shouldn't do is get depressed about it. Let's see the positive side on this, if there is a positive side, and make our lives better. I mean, this is so cheesy to say, but this is the way, I mean, it is. The thing is, it should be clear that we can't change it. We can only change it for ourselves. So if we change it, if we stay safe, if we don't get on other people's shitty nerves, or that's the best way to do it. But it's hard.
I get on Andy's nerves every weekend.
Well, yeah, same here. It's like
I get on my own nerves sometimes.
This is because for me, it's the same thing. Like, if I have my, like my points that I have to do every day. And if I like wake up and I know I have to do this, I have my to-do list. So
a daily to-do list?
Actually, it's like a to-do list for like, you're there. So
that's very flashy.
No, it's just like wake up, brush your teeth, do some yoga, do this, blah, blah, blah.
You do yoga every day?
No.
Oh, good for you.
No, it's on my to-do list, but I don't do it.
Nice.
No, and then I have, I don't know, bake some cookies or something like that.
That's great.
So, but if I don't do my to-do list, at least like of these 10 to-dos, do at least 5. I feel like devastated. It's like, oh my God. What did I do all day?
Good for
but
you.
But you know what?
That is so good.
But I tell you something.
Tell me.
Sometimes I'll wake up in the morning. I do like brushing teeth and cleaning up and like that. But then I look at the time and it's like the whole day is gone and I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
That's great,
It's like,
though.
Are you serious? It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon? No, it was just 10 o'clock in the morning. Where's the time?
Imagine if it would be the other way around. You get up, brush your teeth, it's 9 o'clock. I'm like, fuck me. What am I going to do now?
Yeah.
It's better that way.
No, but yeah, but still, it's like you don't do anything. Like, it's not like
Yeah,
you
it's not
built
like
a
you've done
house
any-
or you painted a picture. It's just you do stupid stuff, which is like, and it just, I don't know where the time goes.
But that's also self-love to just be. You want to be on the couch for 2 hours, be on the couch for 2 hours. Or brush your teeth for an hour, Just be and not be too hard on yourself, like you said.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
also-
but if you do this 6 months, then it's getting boring too, But I think both of us, we need to get out of this wheel that
How do
we're
we
in right
get
now.
it?
Because
How do we
for
get
me,
out?
well, because I tell myself every day, okay, tomorrow we're going to change it. Tomorrow we're going to do this. Tomorrow we're going to do that. And then I start with little steps, like, saying, okay, let me go check these errands. You run the errands and you're out. This is the first step you can do. And then
that's
you
good.
can, yeah, but then maybe you could say, you have like little Italian restaurants here.
yeah.
Why don't you say to Andreas, to Andy, why don't you say, hey, let's go grab a pizza? You don't have to stay there for like 5 hours. Just go there
Just
for
to
an
go out
hour,
a little bit,
grab
yeah.
a pizza. And even if you take away a pizza, but go out, go out, grab the pizza, either eat it there or eat it at home, but do something like that. And do that every day, even
Good.
more,
Yeah.
And then you'll come out the social anxiety. I think this is the
I
best
don't go
way to-
out, girl. I stay
but-
here, like in my little castle up here, totally secluded. Like I take care of Lily all day. Of course, I don't have a nanny. I do everything on my own. Blah. I also clean the house and stuff. But I feel like it's a very good advice. I have to just day by day, just to go out a little bit more.
just little, like
I don't want to go.
I know you don't want to go, but see, the thing is,
Oh, yeah,
I got this dog,
Maybe
and
I
he
need
needs
a
to
dog.
go. He
Yeah, he
needs
has
to
to
go. That's
go.
what I'm saying. The moment I can just hold him outside would be the death of me.
I got a dog. I'll probably hold him out the window, and then I will be reported.
Yeah,
by
but
the
this is
police.
this is the point. This is the
Yeah.
point where I'm telling you, it's like I don't feel like going out bar hopping or stuff like that either because I don't feel well. I'm not in the shape right now, and it's winter. It's cold.
Your face looks fabulous.
I know there's a lot
Your
of makeup. I
like-
know it's the perfect makeup.
You look-
there's a
not-
lot of
but
makeup.
it's not makeup. Like you look hold. You look good. You look really good.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell that your time at home has been good to you because you're
Oh,
working
has
on
it?
yourself. You could tell.
Okay.
You could see it on your face. I could see it.
Thank you very much.
You're
but,
welcome very much.
It's like no, but what I'm saying is right now is like okay, if Kobe didn't come in my life a year ago, if he didn't,
Oh, he's so cute.
I think I would have been worse because I wouldn't leave the house either. I wouldn't have left the house either. But with him is you have to go out. You eventually meet people that have a dog too, and you will talk to them. So the socializing is working there too.
What about going to dog trainings and dog schools to meet guys?
Oh, I had a dog. Well, I don't know about the dog things if they're open. I don't even know. But
We'd have to bring some more water.
yeah. This one gets tired of dog school.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's like, okay, what do you want me to learn? I'm so perfect.
Honestly, if I was a dog, I'd be like, fuck that. Just sit at home and eat all day. Oh, actually, I do that. All right, never mind. I am a dog. Kobe, I understand you. Look at his frisur. It's so funny.
Yeah, I know.
How about his hair and stuff? Like, is there like special, like, do you go to a really good dog frisur? Like, how?
I go to a dog trimmer. He trims his hair like, I don't know, once in 3 months or so. But I comb him. But he doesn't hair, so this is cool.
Oh, he does? Okay, okay,
No,
okay.
no. I'm very happy about that because that would take a lot of time
Yeah.
of my life too.
Yeah.
This dog with hair.
Yeah, and
No,
then
this
to
one
pick it
doesn't
up
hair.
from the furniture and everything,
No,
it's...
I would die.
Yeah.
I would die. I mean, this is a good thing about this dog too that he doesn't hair. But no, but like I said, if I wouldn't have Kobe, he makes me go outside. He makes me talk to people.
Good.
So that's the socializing
Maybe
part.
I
But
have
it's
to
not
join
that
you
I'm not,
guys.
it's not that I'm saying I'm never going to go out again. It's
I
just
mean, you were out a few days ago. I saw you go on your Instagram. You were on. You went to
yeah,
watch
and it was
Eintracht.
really nice. I mean, the soccer game
Soccer,
was
yeah.
really nice, but it was okay. I mean, the moment I was home, I was like,
Oh, thank
I'm
God.
happy. Let me take off my clothes. Let me put my sweats
Totally
on.
understand.
It's like
Yeah, I know.
And plus, it was very hard because, again, you go outside and you put on this other face, which is not the one that you have at home, and you have to play a role again, and that is so tiring.
But I was always
Dalia.
like this. I think we were like, I think that's the entertainment industry when we used to
Yeah.
go out before. When I used to go out before, it was always like, I remember
Show.
Andy was always telling me, "You're so different when you go out than when you're at home."
Exactly, and it's so
And I'm like,
tiring.
what do you mean?
And
it's so tiring.
It's so tiring, and
So
it's
tiring.
you feel so exhausted when you get home.
But it's like kind of my schutz, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
going
yeah,
out
yeah,
and being,
yeah.
I mean, we are friendly naturally, you know, our
Yeah.
nature is to be friendly. But it's just like being more happy and being more exciting and alive and hi there.
And plus,
Yeah.
the
It's our schutz, no?
yeah, but even the
Schutz is
world
protection in German, by the way.
the world out there, there's no time for personal
Yeah.
feelings. There is no time for personal, for like
Personal
loss
stories to-
or
yeah.
for hurt or how you feel. There's no time. People you think that people expect something of you, and so the moment I walk out, there's no time like saying, I don't want to talk right now. I just want to look at the game, but I don't want to talk. You can't do that because people expect you to have gute Laune. People
We
expect
can actually, but how?
yeah,
how-
but then you have to also, live
man.
with the criticism that people
Imagine
tell you.
getting to that point, to that level of our life where we just say exactly what we feel like. Hey, how are you? I feel shitty. Shitty is what I feel like.
Yeah.
And then how would they react? Like, honestly, imagine you're going to an event and everyone who asks
Well,
you,
they would want to know why.
how are you? I'm tired. I feel shitty. I'm stressed. I have social anxiety.
Or the other way around could be also
Or-
that if you say that, you will really have more. You would want to go out more because people will
Leave you alone.
Because people are like, oh my God,
Oh, she doesn't feel
there's
well,
Galia. Don't ask her how she
don't
feels
ask-
because she's going to tell you that she's not feeling well.
There's a Sex and the City episode like that with Charlotte. Like Charlotte was always looking for a husband.
Yeah.
And then they asked, like, she was on some kind of party and they're like, how are you? And she started saying this whole spiel how, like, oh yeah, and I'm separated with my husband right now, blah, 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 after 10 minutes. And then everyone's like, don't talk to her, she's in a bad mood. You know what, next time I go out, I'm going to try that. How are you? Awful, I'm tired. I feel older and I have social anxiety. How are you?
Yeah, actually, you should do that because then people will be like, do everything, but don't ask her how she's doing.
I'm going to do this next time.
Because sometimes I meet people where I know 100% that I'm not going to ask them how they're doing. Because if they ask, if I ask them how they're doing, they will tell me a story that will be 24 hours long. And you'll stand, the next day you'll still stand there and you're like, all right.
You should go to a therapist.
Message to myself, don't ask him how he's doing or her. No, it's like it's even like that's why I'm not on the phone very often because I'm afraid. Actually, ich widerspreche mir gerade, weil ich gesagt habe, ruf eine Freundin an, wenn es dir schlecht geht.
Aber ich weiß, was du meinst.
Aber now it's like this sometimes when people call me up and they're like, you got a minute? I'm like, oh shit, do I have a minute? Do I have a minute? Because actually I don't want to hear your problems. So I'm really not giving good advice. No, I have time to hear your problems and all that. But sometimes people, kill you with their problems.
I know they
every
overload.
day.
I have friends
if you
like
do this
that.
once or twice, it's okay. But if you call somebody up and keep on telling them your problems, it's going to be lame.
Yeah, you train them to be. You become their emotional
Yes.
garbage can.
Yeah,
and they call and load up. I had a friend like that for many years. She would load up every day, and we got into a fight, and I'm like, okay, I cannot be your friend anymore, and my life got much easier, much lighter. It was just. She would just use me as her emotional garbage can, and I'm like, okay, there are therapists for that, know, like.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean, to be there for your friend if you're having a problem. Of course, you could call and talk, but like you said, not the people who just upload everything on you.
Yeah, but I think these people don't even know what they're doing. They don't know that they suck out air from you. They don't know that.
Suck out energy.
Yeah, energy suckers. Right.
Energy vampires, my mom calls it.
Yeah, but those people don't know that. They don't know that they're doing it because they constantly do it. And if you constantly do something like that, you don't even know that you're doing it. You know. But I'm not that kind of person. I was never that kind of person.
Me neither.
And I know that this question, so how are you, is actually it's a rhetoric question. It's nobody wants an answer.
No.
Everybody's hoping for no answer.
Everyone's hoping like, yeah, great. Oh, good. You
Good,
said
good.
All right, I can
Keep
move
it that
on.
way. Keep it, yeah. Just but that's just it's
Oh, yeah.
like, how you doing? Like, I'm afraid of saying how you doing, so I'm just like, hi. I don't ask how you're doing because, like,
That's a good one. I should try not.
The risk of getting an answer back is too high.
So when you see someone and you're like,
hey,
what's up?
What's up? Yeah, but what's up
Sup?
is like, oh, by the
That's
way.
already how you doing. Sup
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like,
I
what's
know.
up? What's up is how you doing.
Yeah. And
Oh,
don't
no,
do
you
that.
cannot say that.
Yeah, but, like, on Thursday, like, when I saw people, I was like, did I say? Yeah, I asked 2 or 3 people how they were doing.
And how are they doing?
But
What did they say?
actually, 2 of them gave me a really Schaschlikplatte ans Ohr. And
then the game was over.
no, I mean, I listened to him, but, there was a football game too, so.
Wow, yeah.
I was
Shameless.
distracted, I was like, oh, yeah, really? Oh, bad.
Goal, yes. Oh, and then
Oh,
what
yeah,
happened? Your
damn,
dog ate
I'm
your
really
mother's
sorry.
bone?
No, but I mean, it depends on who's telling you. If it's a real dear friend that you haven't seen for a while and he tells you something bad, you listen to it, of course. But if it's a bygone friend, then you're like, always, you're like, oh, really? Oh, okay. So it's okay. I mean, I think we all have to get used to this situation. And I think it's going to be better once it stays in a way that you can say.
It's constant.
It's constant, If the situation,
The new normal.
Yeah. But, like, the times change every month. And for me, it's like, okay, before I, start getting out and getting in the mood again to get out, I won't even start it,
I'm not going to start either.
No. I mean, it's like, yeah, you might start, once Lily gets older, you might start again too, because you can't keep that kid in the house either. You have to go out with it.
I mean, I go out with her for strolls and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's just so cold,
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
Says the
winter
Canadian.
has.
Says
Yeah.
the Canadian. I don't know how I survived in Canada. It was so cold there. I'm such a pussy. I became such a pussy now. I'm like,
Yeah, but me too. But it's everything. It's like, for me, it's like I can't get over it that it's dark already at 5 o'clock. For me, it's like,
right? That's so strange.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I meant. When I said I wake up at, I'm finished with all the things at 10 o'clock in the morning. The next thing, it's dark outside, and you're like, where did the time go?
Yeah. I'm actually so happy that we have programs like WhatsApp and everything. Like, sometimes you don't have to call everybody. Just they leave you a message or a voice message. It's like, oh my god, and then when someone calls you, it's like, oh my god, why are they calling me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, people used to talk on the phone like in the 90s, like now it's all so digital. And actually that's another thing, going back to online dating, I think that's another thing that's really, I'm a big fan of online dating, because I think for people who don't want to get out, or who don't have time, or who like work every day and don't have the time to go to the bar always or whatever, that's a great platform to just meet someone.
I mean, the question for me is, how do you date online?
Okay, Andy's friend had like the perfect strategy during lockdown. So he would meet the girls on Tinder, and then if it matched, he would have a Zoom date.
Okay.
Yeah, he would like pour a glass of wine or whatever, and the girl would have like something to drink, and then they would have a Zoom date. And he's like, within 5 minutes of how she talks or how she is, and you could see the person in like 3D, I mean, it's 2D, the screen, but you could see in 3D and stuff. And how she talks, and what she talks about this and that. He's like, he got a pretty good impression. And if he was very happy with the Zoom call, he would ask her to go out on a walk. Like to go, to go to like the mine, walk on the river.
Yeah, but what? Okay, then it has to be somebody that
it's like going back to the 50s.
Yeah, but then it has to be somebody that lives around you. I mean, it can't be somebody who lives in freaking, I don't know, the States or something like
No.
that. It has to be somebody.
It has to be, you would have to be dating here,
But
locally or
that's pressuring
nationally.
too. I mean, just thinking of what if he doesn't, live here or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I don't know. It's a strange time. I think we've entered such a strange time, and I think dating was already hard before, and now it's like
Yeah. I think I'm too realistic for that. I'm not this romantic girl that says, "Oh, let me find out why this guy is thinking of that." I'm too bold. I'm like,
good
okay,
for you.
no,
I
it's
respect
like,
girls like that. No, it's
yeah,
good.
but it's also boring. If you don't go over edges, if this is what I meant about having control. I have the control. If I don't like this conversation, zoop, I'm gonna delete it.
That's good.
This is, yeah, but it's boring and it's also straining. If you always have the control, and then now you see that something else has the control of this whole world, it makes you think. So maybe that's the reason why I never dated guys online or Tinder or Raya or whatever, because I'm a controller. It's too hard to get in my brain. Let loose. Why don't you just have fun? It's not like this guy is sitting in front of you. Plus, you don't have to send him any pictures if you don't want to. I could wear a mask if I wanted to. If this guy really wants to get to know me better, then he would even stand that. But the thing is, I am so in control of everything that it makes me bored. It's because I know when I'm going to stop things. I know when I'm going to start things. And that's not life. Life is free. You should be, a little happy. That,
experimenting.
Yes, life shouldn't be so under control like it is with me. That's why it starts with a to-do list, and it ends with deleting people on Tinder.
But honestly, I'm also like that. I'm also like, I think I'm the older I get, the more I'm getting like this. Like, I wake up and I'm like, Andy, I want to do this, that. And he looks at me, he's like, what? And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. You're the generation after me, because Andy is the generation after me. You know?
But that's also control.
Yeah.
You are trying to control your day.
Yeah.
And you're,
oh, I'm bad at that.
Yes, I know, I'm too. And I even if it's like, and even Saturdays are bad because let me do this, let me do that, let me do that. And it's like, okay, can you just take a break and just chill, But now that you're saying it, I didn't even realize that I'm controlling my life every day. And that is really straining. And
I think you should go back on Raya, and I think you should send those likes.
Oh, well, like I said, we're going to meet, like, when are you stop breastfeeding Lily?
I stopped 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, because I'm going to bring the wine, and I'm going to bring good wine.
Not cheap wine.
No,
I don't
not
drink cheap wine.
You'll take over.
I actually have a bottle of champagne here that I was saving for something nice. So why don't you come here? And I think it's great that it's only for celebrities. I mean, okay, that sounded snobby. It's not like it's only for celebrities.
It is not only for celebrities.
But I think it's great because maybe it sounds like it's the higher level, of Tinder, and then there might be really good guys.
Hey, do you know if these people are really the people they are?
Of course you do. Doch, you know why? Because I think they go through a verification process, no?
Yeah, but still, I mean, look.
Don't you log in with your Instagram account?
Yeah.
So?
Yeah, but
it could be nobody else.
Yeah, but...
You mean their manager?
Yeah. I heard a lot of stories like that,
Really? That the manager is doing this? I need a manager.
Do you think that every celebrity is doing their own Instagram account? No. Somebody, if they don't have time for it, or if they're just another... I mean...
That makes sense.
Yeah, but let's put it this way. People that are out of that generation are also not on Raya. Meaning that they are
like
already
what age?
settled.
What age?
No, what I'm saying is like, I think people that go on Raya are also people that have their own Instagram account.
Yeah. I saw this. That's what
because
you mean.
all the other people that are saying, let's say Robert De Niro, I don't know if he has an Instagram.
Robert De Niro's on Raya. Give me my phone.
No,
sorry,
he's
Andy.
not. But what I'm saying is like, he's probably not doing his Instagram account, but the guy is what, freaking 70?
He's still hot.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is like, he's not doing his Instagram account, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But
do you have a celebrity crush? I think from all the celebrities, I like The Rock.
But The Rock is not old.
Yeah, of course he's not old, but I like him.
Oh, because you said he's old.
No, celebrity crush. From all the celebrities, not old.
All.
I'm Canadian.
Okay, for all.
Oud na boot. All. Oud na boot.
Good. So, actually, um, no,
No. No?
no. It's
Brad
like,
Pitt?
oh,
Angelina
everybody.
Jolie?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
everybody likes Brad Pitt. It's like,
I like tall guys. I'm a heightist. Did you know that?
yeah, I saw Andy. He's freaking tall. Yeah.
I only dated. I only dated tall guys. I don't know what I have with this dating tall
Yeah,
guys.
well, it's not like I've dated midgets or anything. I mean,
No.
I like somebody to be taller than me too.
And Brad Pitt, I think,
No,
is
but
shorter than you.
no, no, no. It's like
You're tall. How tall are you? 170?
170. Yeah.
Isn't Brad Pitt like 170?
I don't know. I don't know
He's
what's up with
older.
this guy.
I don't know. I don't know. It's not my type.
No, I don't like guys that everybody else likes because it's like,
Unique guys you like.
yeah, no, I need guys that have this special something. I don't like guys that know they're good
Good
looking.
looking. Oh.
Because I know from this guy, he knows he's good looking.
Yeah, for sure.
And
He's very cute.
He's so spoiled.
I don't
And now
think The
he-
Rock thinks that he's good looking. He
Of
looks.
course he thinks. He
Yeah?
knows he's good. He works for his good looks.
Yeah, but do you think he's conceited? The
A
Rock?
little bit. Everybody that takes care of their looks is conceited in a way because without
I take
that,
care
it
of my
wouldn't make
looks
sense.
sometimes.
Huh?
I take care of my looks. I'm sucking in my stomach the
then
whole
you're
time now.
conceited. Yeah, but then you're conceited in a little way because you're like, okay, you wouldn't go on cam with no makeup and in your pajamas, would you?
Do you challenge me? Should I cut that into this sequence? I could cut in me sitting right now in a pajama.
Do that.
Okay.
No
Muffins.
makeup.
Yeah, I will do it.
Your ugliest pajama.
Ugly. I have very ugly ones. I
Okay.
have a lot of ugly pajamas.
Me too. I have even pants that don't match with the t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
T-shirts that are torn. But I
Torn,
love
oh,
this
it's
t-shirt so
great.
much because
Yeah.
I can sleep in it so good. Yeah, but no, do that.
I
wanna
will.
see that.
Yeah.
No, but so I think that everybody that knows that he looks kind of good is conceited. Even people that don't
Healthy
look.
conceited.
Yes, there are a lot of types of being conceited. you
There's
know?
healthy and then there's the arrogant types, like the narcissistic. I mean, I've had narcissists, like boyfriends, like ex-boyfriends that were narcissistic, and it was just not good.
No.
It's also the kind of, I think before I met Andy, I dated a certain kind of guy, and then I totally changed my pattern. And me changing my pattern brought Andy into my life. Because was always getting hurt in my relationships. Like sometimes they would like break up with me, sometimes I would break up, but I always dated this type of guy. Like I always dated like this kind of BWLer,
Yeah.
like manager guy, or like these banker types, that are like this.
Well, I can't even
with
say
this
what.
perfect little life and this and that and this chic blah blah whatever. And I'm like, my God, like.
But actually, you know what?
And then I'm like, no, I can't anymore. And then I got like this
Yeah, but
intellectual
but I have to
psychologist
say,
guy.
but I have to say, you're so different. I mean, you're telling me that. I mean, you're the one that went to these grunge parties, right?
Yeah, but I never dated the guys there. I went to the
I know.
grunge.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Your guys were always the opposite from the places.
Always
you
the
went
opposite of
to.
me. Yeah, I was always the opposite, and I thought like I like those kind of guys. I myself studied BWL. I have like two diplomas, but the thing is. And they were never good for me. They liked me in the beginning because they're like, wow, she's so badass. And then they tried to change me, like buy me like Ralph Lauren sweaters and like making me into a pretty little girl. And that would always drive me nuts.
Yeah.
And then I decided one day like, oh, I'm going to change my pattern. And then when I did that, lo and behold, like a month later, I met Andy. I think it's all maybe what you want and what you project.
But it's also like stressing yourself. It's like, I know a lot of friends of mine that are like, okay, this is the guy I want to have in my future. And these girls are always going to be the ones with no guys because they have their picture perfect man in their brains and they put themselves under a lot of pressure and they're not going to find a guy.
But everyone has a type, right?
Like, yes, but just like me, I mean, I always had a type, guy respecting me and my independence, letting me live my life, and I'll let him live his life, but being together and, I don't know, it's hard to say, but I haven't met this guy because either it was like guys who wanted to take over my control where I was like, wait, hold up, this is where it stops. If somebody takes it over or wants to take over control over me, I get to be a panther, right? So, and then the opposite, like guys that do everything that you tell them to do.
No.
Blushies, they're no good either. So the guy in between is very hard to find.
Very hard.
You know, but let's do that. I mean, I'll bring. No, you'll have the champagne.
I have champagne.
I'll bring the Raya. You'll bring the champagne.
Yeah.
And and maybe I'll find the guy. It's not going to be this year, but maybe next year.
Well, it's gonna be next year, I think, anyways, because I just started this podcast. I'm shooting now the first 6 episodes, just in case, some plans change. One Saturday, maybe it's bad weather and a guest cannot come and stuff, so I cannot do the talk. So I'm collecting 6 episodes and then I'm gonna air it. So by the time this gets aired, it's gonna be probably beginning of next year. So maybe at that time exactly, you'll
And then
be
we
on
can,
Raya.
yeah, but then maybe
the
we can
perfect
take
man.
but maybe we can like shoot it, while we're looking at it. Not the whole time, but but that would be so funny.
That would be so funny. Oh, that would be great. I think Raya is great. I remember hearing about it, and I remember I'm like, fuck, I'm too late now. No, not fuck. No, Andy, I love you. The love of my life. That's not what I mean. But like, I will never try that out. But I could try it out with you.
Yeah.
I could live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we've blabbed for a long time.
Yeah.
It was a good talk.
Did you have a good sleep, Kobe?
He's so chilled. I wish Lily would be this chilled.
He's a dog, sweetie. He's a dog.
Well, what are the little Jack Russells that bite everyone? They're not chill.
Yeah, but he's a chill. But that's why I'm saying I think he was in a place with elder people because he's not. I mean, if we're done with this, he wants to go out then, and
What a chill dog.
Yeah, baby dog.
Well, he also feels your energy, and he responds to you.
Yeah.
Girl, thank you so much for coming on Saturday.
Welcome.
And if you guys have any questions, feel free.
Yes.
Oh, I have a few questions that I always ask the guests. Do you believe in true love?
Hard to say. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would be in the same situation. I think that when you feel, that if the true love is there, you'll feel it in a minute.
So you believe in true love?
Yeah.
Good. Do you believe in aliens?
I believe in there's something else out there. Yeah.
Okay, you believe it. So far, we're 2 for 2. I believe in this. And what is the one thing that makes you the happiest?
Oh, right now it's really the love of my dog. When he comes and he just wants to cuddle, and it makes me happy. But actually, what makes me happy, or what made me happy, was when I did concerts and people were really thanking me and telling me, hey, this was like the best concert I've ever seen, or you really helped me with your songs. Thank you for being there. Thank you for, making the album. Stuff like that, people being nice and being respectful and returning just the love that I give them. That's what makes me happy.
And let's finish this episode by saying, let's hope that these times will come soon again.
Yeah.
Sooner than we think.
Yes.
And
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here, babe. So we're meeting next time for Raya and Champagne.
Yes. You ready?
Bye, guys.
Bye.